Hey everyone, it's John from Press Play Pulse. Another day, another batch of exciting gaming news to dive into. Today we're talking about everything from a surprise invasion in Helldivers 2, to major updates for Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, and even a potential Nintendo Switch 2 leak. Let's kick off today's gaming stories with a deal that's hard to pass up. The GOG winter sale is here, and it's loaded with enough discounts to make your backlog weep. And GOG isn't just stopping at discounts, they're also giving away free stuff every day until December 31st. Today's freebie? The adventure game The Whispered World, which you can snag for the unbeatable price of $0. But don't wait too long, it's only free until December 15th. Plus, there are festive desktop wallpapers for download if you're in the mood to give your PC a holiday makeover. Now let's talk highlights because this sale is stacked. If you're a fan of classics, you can grab Dragon Age, Origins, Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl, and System Shock 2 for $5 or less. And if you've been rediscovering the Legacy of Kain series, you can grab Defiance for less than $1. Yep, that's cheaper than a cup of coffee. For something more modern, Cyberpunk 2077 is down to $27, and its excellent expansion Phantom Liberty is just $24. If you haven't visited Night City yet, or need a reason to return, this is your chance. The Witcher 3 Game of the Year edition is also a steal at just $10. But GOG isn't just about prices, it's about convenience. Every game is DRM free, meaning no annoying online checks or accounts to juggle. Just download and play. And for the retro lovers, GOG works its magic to ensure older titles run smoothly on modern PCs, so you can dive into your favorites without tweaking config files. This sale runs until January 3rd, 2025, but don't sleep on those daily freebies. They're here today, gone tomorrow. Hit the link in the description to browse the full sale. Next on the list, we've got more news about Elden Ring Nightreign. FromSoftware's standalone, co-op spin-off is set in the Elden Ring universe, but it's shaking things up in a big way. Think fast-paced chaos instead of the slow, methodical exploration of the original. Thanks to IGN's exclusive preview, we now know that Nightreign focuses on 3-player co-op runs through a randomized, high-stakes version of Limgrave. Each session drops you into a reimagined map, where enemy types, fort layouts, and even bosses are shuffled every time. You start at level 1, scavenging weapons and runes to build your character on the fly, all while staying inside the shrinking ring of rain to avoid deadly acid rain. The goal: gear up quickly, take down tough bosses, and survive until the end of a 3-day cycle. And here's something exciting, you might get a chance to try it early. FromSoftware has announced a closed beta playtest, and signups will open up January 10th, 2025 on the game's official website. If selected, in February you'll get hands-on access to Nightrein's unique gameplay loop, including new bosses like the towering centipede demon and returning nightmares like Margit. But spots are limited, so if you're interested, I'd suggest signing up as soon as possible. The game also introduces 8 distinct characters, each with unique skills and ultimates. This isn't the vague starting class system from Elden Ring. Nightrein's characters are designed for accessibility and teamwork. IGN highlighted 4 heroes: Wilder, the all-rounder with a hook shot for pulling enemies or zipping through combat; Guardian, the tank with a devastating dive bomb attack; Duchess, a rogue with deadly quick-step moves; and Recluse, a mage who siphons enemy health. It's all about finding killer combos with your squad-like stacking abilities to maximize damage or reviving teammates in creative ways. FromSoftware is clearly pushing boundaries with this one, blending their signature difficulty with a faster, more collaborative gameplay style. With randomized maps, accessible character designs, and co-op-focused gameplay, Nightreign feels like a bold evolution of the Elden Ring universe that still stays true to the studio's roots. Nightreign is set to launch in 2025, but until then you can sign up for the beta or check out IGN's full preview for more details. I'll leave links in the description. What do you think? Does this faster squad-based approach sound like a welcome change? Or are you sticking with the original Elden Ring experience? Next up, let's talk about the incredible comeback of Helldivers 2. While the game had an explosive launch earlier this year, its player base naturally leveled out over time until now. Thanks to a surprise Illuminate update revealed at the Game Awards, the game has surged back into the spotlight and the numbers are jaw-dropping. According to SteamDB, Helldivers 2's player count shot up from its typical evening average of 20,000 concurrent players to a staggering 137,735 at its peak. Even as we speak, over 129,905 players are back on the Galactic Wars front lines, and it's now reclaimed the top spot on Steam's top sellers chart, surpassing heavyweights like Marvel Rivals and Path of Exile 2. Talk about a comeback. So what's driving this resurgence? It's all thanks to the addition of the Illuminate faction, a long-awaited update that's finally brought these squid-like zombie soldiers into the game. Players are scrambling to take on the Illuminate's invasion of Calypso, with a monumental major order to repel the invasion within 2 days. And it's not just the veterans returning. This update has attracted plenty of newcomers too, likely helped by the game's 20% discount on Steam. Even Arrowhead Game Studios' CCO, Johan Pilestedt, chimed in on the excitement, sharing on social media that over 1 million Helldivers deployed across PC and PS5 within 24 hours of the update's launch. That's a massive influx of players, proving that the combination of new content and a well-timed discount can work wonders. If you haven't played Helldivers 2 yet, now's the perfect time to jump in, whether you're a longtime fan or a curious newcomer. Just be warned, the Illuminate's hordes aren't here to make things easy. They're a terrifying addition to an already chaotic and challenging co-op experience. What do you think about the Illuminate update? Are you one of Liberty's finest returning to the fight, or are you picking up the game for the first time? Speaking of squad-based chaos, let's shift gears to another co-op juggernaut, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. The game has been a hit since its launch, and now, Patch 5 is here to make the experience even better. So, what's new in this update? For starters, improved performance and stability across all platforms. If you've noticed a few hiccups during intense firefights or sprawling battles, this patch aims to smooth things out. Whether you're battling Tyranid hordes in solo mode or alongside your squad in co-op, the tweaks should make the experience more seamless. But the real highlight? New endgame rewards. The developers have added additional customization options, giving you more ways to deck out your Space Marine. It's a small but welcome addition for players who want their characters to stand out in the heat of battle. The update also includes balance adjustments to certain weapons and enemy encounters, so if something felt a bit off during your playthrough, it might feel more polished now. And for completionists out there, bug fixes for a handful of quests and achievements should make the path to 100% a little less frustrating. Space Marine 2 has quickly become a standout in the Warhammer franchise, thanks to its visceral combat, epic scale, and strong focus on co-op gameplay. It's great to see the developers actively listening to the community and rolling out updates to keep players engaged. Let's dive into our final story. We've got new leaks that might give us our best look yet at the Nintendo Switch 2. Thanks to accessory maker dbrand, some potential details about the console's design are starting to emerge, and they're pretty exciting. According to dbrand, the Switch 2 will feature a larger 8-inch screen, an upgrade from the 7-inch display on the current Switch OLED. That's not the only change. The Joy-Cons appear to have a new second button, labeled with a mysterious C under the home button. While it's unclear what this button does, it's sparking plenty of speculation. Could it be a nod to the Nintendo 64's C buttons, or is it something entirely new? Another rumored upgrade is a second USB-C port, this time located on the top of the console. If true, it could make charging in tabletop mode far more convenient, solving a common complaint about the current Switch. While Nintendo hasn't officially confirmed anything about the Switch 2's design, dbrand claims their information comes from a 3D scan of the real hardware. With rumors of a 2024 launch swirling, it seems like the successor to the Switch is getting closer to reality. Nintendo has promised to reveal the Switch's successor before April 2025, but if leaks like this are already making the rounds, we might not have to wait that long for an official announcement. What do you think about these potential upgrades? Does the Switch 2 sound like the leap forward Nintendo needs? Or are you waiting to see what's officially announced? Let me know in the comments. And that's a wrap for today's Press Play Pulse. From Helldivers 2's big comeback to what might be our first real glimpse at the Nintendo Switch 2, it's been another exciting day in gaming. What story stood out to you the most? Are you diving back into Helldivers, gearing up for Nightreign, or maybe hunting for deals in the GOG winter sale? If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss the latest gaming news. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until then, keep playing.